When the Milwaukee Bucks were unceremoniously knocked out of the playoffs, speculation about Giannis Antetokounmpo's future immediately flooded the airwaves. Would the reigning NBA Finals MVP stay loyal to the team that drafted him, or was the allure of a new challenge elsewhere too strong to resist? The whispers grew louder. The team's early postseason exit, combined with the uncertainty around the Bucks roster and the future of head coach Adrian Griffin, had many wondering if the Greek Freak would eventually request a trade. Fast forward to today, and despite the noise, Giannis has not officially made any trade demands. Still, the Bucks front office knows they need to act fast to keep their superstar. Enter a potential game changer, Doc Rivers. The Doc Rivers connection, a familiar face to reignite championship aspirations. In recent reports, NBA insider Mark Stein highlighted the Bucks' belief that hiring Doc Rivers as their head coach could be the key to Giannis's long-term future in Milwaukee. Rivers, a coach with a track record of both triumph and heartbreak, is seen as someone who could forge a strong relationship with Giannis, one that might alter the course of the franchise's history. Giannis and Rivers are believed to have a much stronger working relationship compared to the one Giannis had with Adrian Griffin, the Bucks' former coach, who, despite his best efforts, couldn't elevate the team in the postseason. But will Rivers' mere presence be enough to keep the MVP locked in? Certainly. The Bucks need more than just a coaching change to compete for championships. The Eastern Conference has never been more competitive, and the front office faces critical decisions that will shape the team for years to come. The Doc Rivers factor, a polarizing legacy. Doc Rivers is undoubtedly one of the most talked about coaches in the NBA. He's a two-time NBA Coach of the Year and holds the distinction of being the fourth winningest coach in playoff history with 114 career playoff victories. However, Rivers' legacy is far from without blemish. His reputation has been marred by several high-profile collapses, most notably blowing a 3-1 series lead on 3 separate occasions. Critics have often pointed to his inability to adapt in key moments, while others contend that Rivers has been the victim of bad luck, especially when coaching injury-riddled teams, like his stint with the Clippers. Despite the mixed opinions, there's no denying that Rivers knows how to manage star talent and, more importantly, lead a team to a championship. His biggest success came in 2008 when he guided the Boston Celtics to the NBA title in the first year of the Big Three era. Though his Celtics lost in the finals 2 years later to the Lakers, Rivers proved his coaching prowess by bringing the 2008 championship to Boston. In a year where everything has to align just right to win it all, the Bucks are hoping Rivers' championship pedigree can work its magic in Milwaukee. Can the Bucks contend for a championship? The jury is still out. Despite the potential boost a veteran coach like Rivers could bring, the big question remains: can the Bucks truly contend for a title in the near future? As of now, Milwaukee appears far from championship contention. In the last 2 seasons, the Bucks have suffered early playoff exits, including a brutal first-round defeat to the Indiana Pacers. While the Bucks remain a formidable force in win-or-go-home scenarios, after all, you don't bet against Giannis in a Game 7, the postseason is a different animal, one that demands depth, cohesion, and a roster that can withstand the pressure of a long playoff run. Right now, the Bucks are in a tough financial situation. They are poised to be under the luxury tax next season, with several key players such as Brook Lopez, Gary Trent Jr., and Taurean Prince entering free agency. To trim costs, Milwaukee may let these veterans walk. However, the team's biggest concern is the uncertain status of Damian Lillard, who is currently earning a staggering $50 million next season. The question of whether Lillard will even suit up for the Bucks is one of the biggest looming mysteries for the franchise. With the current uncertainty around Lillard's availability, it's unclear how the Bucks plan to build a title contender without making significant roster changes. Front office challenges. Can Jon Horst navigate the maze? Bucks general manager Jon Horst is one of the most active front office executives in the NBA. Recently rewarded with a contract extension, Horst has proven his ability to make bold moves, but his options are limited right now. With no future first-round picks and a roster lacking easily tradable assets, Horst finds himself in a tough spot. His best assets, like Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and Brook Lopez, are aging and may not bring back the kind of return needed to build a true contender. The reality is that Milwaukee's window with Giannis could be closing on Liz.